Welcome back, dear viewers, to another enlightening episode of Bahadur Contact Services. Today, we delve into a topic that has been making headlines and sparking heated debates on the Cauvery water dispute.
The Cauvery water dispute has been...
As the protest intensifies amid Bengaluru Bandh, Cauvery water row continues to escalate.
Both the states want more water from the river to...
What is the current Cauvery dispute?
This video will comprise with 4 major sections, including Section 1, History of the Cauvery water dispute, Section 2, Political and emotional factors, Section 3, Implications of the conflict, Section 4, Environmental impact. The Cauvery is an interstate basin that originates in Karnataka and passes through Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry before draining into the Bay of Bengal. The Cauvery River is a major river in South India that flows through the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The dispute over the sharing of the river's water has been ongoing for over a century. The Cauvery is an interstate basin that originates in Karnataka and passes through Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry before draining into the Bay of Bengal. The total watershed of the Cauvery basin is 81,155 square km, with 34,273 square km in Karnataka, 2,866 square km in Kerala, and the remaining 44,016 square km in Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. The Harangi and Hemavati dams in Karnataka have been constructed on the Harangi and Hemavati rivers, which are tributaries of the rivers Cauvery. The Krishnaraja Sagar Dam has been constructed downstream of these 2 dams on the main Cauvery River in Karnataka. This river's watershed covers various states, with Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Pondicherry holding significant shares. The dispute led to the construction of dams and reservoirs on the river's tributaries in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. In 1990, the Indian government established the Cauvery Water Disputes Tribunal, CWDT, to address the conflict. The CWDT issued an interim order in 1991 instructing Karnataka to release a specific volume of water to Tamil Nadu. This decision faced legal scrutiny, leading to a referral to the Supreme Court of India. In response, the Supreme Court determined that the CWDT's order constituted a report and award requiring publication by the central government. To implement the interim order, the central government published the decision in the official gazette. Subsequently, in 1992, Tamil Nadu filed a case in the Supreme Court, leading to the formulation of a scheme for implementing the tribunal's decisions. The Cauvery Water Implementation of Interim Orders of 1991 and all subsequent tribunal orders scheme, 1998, established the Cauvery Water Authority and Monitoring Committee, with the Prime Minister and Chief Ministers of basin states as key members to oversee the dispute's resolution. The dispute dates back to 1892 and 1924, when agreements were signed between Mysore and Madras Presidency. In 1990, the Indian government established the Cauvery Water Disputes Tribunal, CWDT, to address the conflict. The CWDT issued an interim order in 1991 instructing Karnataka to release a specific volume of water to Tamil Nadu. This decision faced legal scrutiny, leading to a referral to the Supreme Court of India. In response, the Supreme Court determined that the CWDT's order constituted a report and award requiring publication by the central government. To implement the interim order, the central government published the decision in the official gazette. Subsequently, in 1992, Tamil Nadu filed a case in the Supreme Court, leading to the formulation of a scheme for implementing the tribunal's decisions. The Cauvery Water Implementation of Interim Orders of 1991 and all subsequent Tribunal Orders Scheme 1998 established the Cauvery Water Authority and Monitoring Committee with the Prime Minister and Chief Ministers of Basin States as key members to oversee the dispute's resolution. The dispute dates back to 1892 and 1924, when agreements were signed between Mysore and Madras Presidency. In 1990, the Government of India constituted the Cauvery Water Disputes Tribunal, CWDT, to adjudicate the water dispute between the states of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, and Puducherry with respect to the interstate Cauvery water and river basin. The tribunal issued its final award in 2007, which allocated water from the river to both Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. However, the dispute has continued, with both states claiming that the tribunal's decision is unfair. In September 2023, the CWMA ordered Karnataka to release 5,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu for 15 days, sparking a fresh row in the dispute. The Cauvery water dispute is a long-standing conflict between the Indian states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu over the allocation of water from the Cauvery River. The dispute has both political and emotional factors which have led to violent conflict between the two states. The competition for water between the two states has repeatedly led to violent conflict, and the violence takes place within a broader context of rivalry between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The allocation of Cauvery's water has been the cause of an ongoing conflict between the riparian states, and increasing water consumption in upstream Karnataka means that the regional state is increasingly reluctant to release water to its downstream neighbor, especially in periods of acute water scarcity. The dispute over Cauvery's waters dates back to the early 1800s, according to government records, and has resulted in multiple settlements in the past, but none have resolved the issue. The Cauvery water is vitally important for both the states, as people from Karnataka depend upon it to satisfy their drinking needs, whereas farmers in both states rely on the Cauvery to irrigate their lands. In 2018, India's top court ended the centuries-long dispute over the allocation of water from the Cauvery River to states in South India by creating an independent body to regulate the release of water from the Cauvery River and a fixed allocation of water for the next 15 years to the states bickering over it. The Supreme Court on Thursday, September 21, 2023, refused to interfere with the Cauvery Water Management Authority's (CWMA) direction of the state. The opposition BJP and Janata Dal, secular JDS, asked whether Cauvery water was being released to Tamil Nadu to keep the India alliance partners happy, and to Karnataka to release water to Tamil Nadu. Farmers and pro-Canada outfits staged protests in various parts of the state. The ongoing Cauvery water dispute has several implications. First, it has led to a loss of trust between the two states. The dispute has become so bitter that it is difficult for the two sides to come to a compromise. Second, it has affected the livelihoods of farmers in both states. The lack of water has led to crop failures, which has had a severe impact on the agricultural sector. Third, the dispute has highlighted the need for a national water policy. India is facing a severe water crisis, with many regions facing acute water shortages. The Cauvery water dispute is just one example of the challenges that India faces in managing its water resources. But it's not just about politics and disputes. The Cauvery water dispute has a significant environmental impact. Water scarcity. The Cauvery River is a major source of water for both Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, and the dispute has led to water scarcity in both states. This has had a significant impact on agriculture, as farmers in both states rely heavily on the river's waters for irrigation. The lack of water has also led to a decline in groundwater levels, which can have long-term consequences for the region's ecosystems. Ecosystem disruption. The Cauvery River Basin is home to a diverse range of flora and fauna, including several endangered species. The dispute has disrupted the river's natural flow, which can have significant consequences for the region's ecosystems. For example, changes in water flow can lead to changes in water quality, which can impact the health of aquatic species. Additionally, changes in water flow can also impact the migration patterns of fish and other aquatic species, which can have a ripple effect throughout the food chain. Climate change. The Cauvery River Basin is also vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, including increased temperatures and changes in precipitation patterns. The dispute has further exacerbated these impacts, as changes in water flow can impact the region's ability to adapt to these changes. For example, changes in water flow can impact the ability of wetlands to absorb carbon, which can contribute to climate change. Protests and agitations have been a common sight in the affected regions. Farmers, activists, and politicians have raised their voices demanding a fair resolution. These protests often turn into heated clashes, creating further challenges for authorities. The Cauvery water dispute has led to protests and agitations in India, particularly in the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Farmers, activists, and politicians have raised their voices, demanding a fair resolution, and protests have often turned into heated clashes, creating further challenges for authorities. In 2016, riots erupted in Bangalore over a water-sharing deal between the two states, resulting in the deaths of 2 men. The Supreme Court later reduced the level of water that had to be released by Karnataka to 12,000 cubic feet of water per second each day until September 30th, which led to further protests and scuffles between farmers and police.
So, what are the possible solutions to the Cauvery water dispute? Experts suggest a combination of approaches, including better water management, interstate cooperation, and sustainable agricultural practices. The Cauvery water dispute can be addressed through a combination of approaches, including better water management, interstate cooperation, and sustainable agricultural practices. Experts have identified several dozen strategies to reduce water-related conflicts in 4 broad categories: natural resources, science and engineering approaches, political and legal tools, economic and financial mechanisms, and institutional and social measures. Some of the solutions to the global freshwater crisis, which can be applied to the Cauvery water dispute, include educating people to change consumption and lifestyles, inventing new water conservation technologies, recycling wastewater, improving irrigation and agricultural practices, and improving water resources management. Proactive cooperation can also help resolve conflicts over water and help maintain public health, food security, and social, environmental, and economic stability. So, the Cauvery water dispute is a complex issue that has deep historical, political, and emotional roots. It is a symbol of the challenges that India faces in managing its water resources. It is important for both Karnataka and Tamil Nadu to come to a compromise and resolve the dispute in a peaceful manner. If you found this video informative, please hit that like button and share it with your friends. And don't forget to comment down below with your thoughts on the Cauvery water dispute. Subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations of important topics. Until next time, take care. Thank you.